Ah. Oh, don't use that for the intro, please. Hey, I'm Catatafish.
And I'm Grunk.
Let's get to some questions.
A while back, you gave some information about customizable or rentable servers. Is that still something the team is working on?
Customizable and rentable servers. I feel like that came out of my mouth at one point in time or another. Yes, we're still very much excited about rentable and customizable servers. We're still working on getting that out to you guys. There's a few things that we need to figure out, such as, what extent of customizability would you have, and how would you spin them up, and how would you set them up, and how long until the servers are provisioned until you can play with them.
Yeah, as Grunk said, there's some things we have to explore, like doing a bit of gameplay engineering to figure out what variables you guys can tweak, as well as whether the UI for actually ordering these servers is in the game or if it's outside of the game.
Also, we've been doing a lot of extensive server work on improving the overall, not only stability, but also server performance. And that is in order to realistically get more savings on the server requirements, which we would be, at that point in time, able to pass on to anybody that's interested in rentable servers.
Will we ever get execution back?
Will we ever bring execution maps back? It's a very frequently asked question, since a lot of you guys are still very fond of the maps and the game mode specifically. And with us introducing rentable servers relatively soon, I don't really see a reason why we shouldn't be providing you guys with those maps.
4K menu fixes, when?
4K menus is definitely a hot topic that we have on the team, that's for sure. And it is always surprising when you end up doubling or quadrupling the amount of pixels on the screen, how many issues come along with it.
Yeah, particularly with the in-game HUD versus what the front-end menu is doing. The front end with our recent tests has been doing quite well in terms of the behavior of 4K. Things aren't crashing like they done on the live build. However, the in-game HUD is causing some different scaling problems at the moment. So we're trying to figure out ways we can solve that.
Definitely. I mean, the difference in development or development difficulties on both the in-game menu as well as the front end just has to do with we're using two different tool sets for that. And obviously it is, once again, time for me to mention DirectX 11 and tell you about how it is this giant toolbox and we're trying to pull out different tools in order to improve different subsystems of the game. And this is also the case with the front end menu as well and 4K support. We're continuing to investigate. There's a lot of profiling work still to be done, so just stay tuned.
Will the stats or levels be reset with 1.0?
So this is really two questions as far as I'm concerned. One is about stats and the other about levels. We will not be resetting your levels. We know you guys have worked really hard to get to those levels, and there's a lot of progression there we don't want to scrap.
Absolutely. In regards to the stats, there is a very active discussion happening within the team right now. Some people are for it, some people are against it, and there's actually some people that are like, meh. Ultimately, whatever choice is going to be made, it won't be able to please everyone. That said, we would definitely, on that front, like to hear from you guys. So please leave your comments down below in regards to a potential stat reset for 1.0. If you're for it, against it, maybe you don't care. We'd love to have your input.
Cool. Thanks very much for your questions this week. If you have any other comments or questions, leave them down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Absolutely, and thank you very much for playing. See you guys later.
See you later.
That's a wrap. So yeah, so later on we're gonna go to the bar. You see?